Welcome back to Strategic IT Solution. In today's video, I'll show you how you can create your own virtual private cloud in AWS. Virtual private cloud, also known as VPC, enables you to launch AWS resources into a virtual network that you define. The network resembles the traditional network that you operate in your own data center, with the benefits of using the scalable infrastructure of AWS. Some of the key concepts of VPC are, well, first, the VPC. It's the virtual network that is dedicated to your AWS account. The subnet, that is the range of IP addresses in your VPC. You'll have a route table, and that's the set of rules called routes that you use to determine where your network traffic is directed, same as a traditional network. And you'll have an internet gateway, and the internet gateway is attached to your VPC, and this is how your network communicates to the internet, to the world. So these are the main key concepts to know when working with VPC. And now I'm going to show you a demonstration of how you can create your own VPC in AWS. Now I'll demonstrate how to create your own VPC. So when you're at the services screen, you'll just type VPC and you'll click on that. Now you're presented with the screen. You can see you have one VPC in the Northern Virginia region. And if you click on your VPCs, you'll be able to see that. This is a default VPC that AWS provides for you. So we're going to create a new VPC. So I'm going to click Create VPC. And I'm going to give it a name, and I'll just call it Internal VPC, okay? And the CIDR block, this is basically the network for your, so this is going to be your network for your internal VPC, and I'm going to make this a /16. And we will do default tenancy. If you do dedicated, that's basically AWS will be using dedicated infrastructure for you, which means it's going to be costly. So most people do the default tenancy. All right, no IPv6, we won't be doing that. And then you click Create. And just like that, you have your VPC ID, you have your new VPC. You can click on that. And here we are. VPC was created. You can look at your CIDR block. That's the network that you have. And when you create a VPC, it also creates a route table. So we're going to click on route table. And the route table on the top, I believe that is the new one. We can click on that and look at the routes. And we see our new network that was set up. So it's always great to give these a name. So we can go ahead and just name this internal. Route table. Give that a name. And this was the default route table that came with the account. Okay. By default, it comes with an internet gateway. And basically, your public subnets would use the internet gateway to get out to the internet. I created an internal subnet, so that will actually need a NAT gateway to NAT any traffic originating from my internal subnet. And I will show you guys another video. We will demonstrate how to create a NAT gateway. You also have by default network access list. So this is just like your traditional networking environment. It's just segmented in the cloud. So here you will see your NACL, and this is the default that was created. This is the new one that was just created when I created that VPC. So you can look at the inbound rules, and you'll see it has all traffic inbound is allowed. And if you look at outbound rules, you'll see all traffic is allowed outbound, okay, by default. And you are going to control your access by security groups. So there'll be another video on security groups that we'll go through. So we're going to lock down and control our access from the public using security groups once we launch our instances in this new VPC. Okay, all right, so that's it, guys. That's how you create your own VPC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.